explorers, welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are doing well. So let us begin with the chapter number 29 of grammar, and the name of the chapter is story writing. So let's talk about the story writing in this chapter, right? So what do we mean by story writing? Let's just read it and know more about the topic in detail. Story writing is the old form of written composition. तो ये जो story writing है, ये पुराने तरीके का एक written composition है. They hear stories from older people and narrate the same to the younger ones. कि हम स्टोरीज को सुनते हैं दूसरे बूढ़े लोगों से, राइट, और नरेट करते हैं उस सेम चीज को टू द यंगर वंस, राइट. Hence, stories keep on enthralling children from generation to generation, right. जो स्टोरीज हैं वो एक्चुअली बच्चों को बहुत ज़्यादा एंटरटेन करती हैं और बच्चे उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट लेते हैं, राइट. और ये पहले की जनरेशन से आज की आने वाले तक की जनरेशन में सभी लोग फॉलो कर रहे हैं, राइट. ईच एंड एवरी चाइल्ड इज़ वेरी क्यूरियस टू लिसन अबाउट द स्टोरीज, राइट. सो every story has some essential points such as हर स्टोरी के कुछ ना कुछ ज़रूरी पॉइंट्स होते हैं, जैसे कि द प्लॉट, व्हाट इज द स्टोरी अबाउट. तो प्लॉट यानी कि जो स्टोरी है वो एक्चुअली किस बारे में है, राइट. नेक्स्ट, द बिगिनिंग. इट इज द बिगिनिंग दैट मस्ट बी इम्प्रेसिव, यानी कि जो उसकी शुरुआत है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्प्रेसिव होनी चाहिए, राइट. सो दैट रीडर को पहले ही सेंटेंस में थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्ट आ जाए एंड ही गेट क्यूरियस अबाउट द होल स्टोरी. नेक्स्ट, कैरेक्टर्स एंड बैकग्राउंड. तो जितने भी स्टोरी के कैरेक्टर्स होते हैं, जो बैकग्राउंड सीन्स होते हैं, वो सब भी एक इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट प्ले करते हैं. नेक्स्ट, द एंडिंग, यानी कि स्टोरी की जो एंडिंग है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट होती है, राइट. नेक्स्ट, रीड द फॉलोइंग स्टोरीज. तो अब यहाँ पर हमें कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स दिए हुए हैं कुछ स्टोरीज के. लेट अस रीड दीज स्टोरीज एंड सी दैट हाउ वी कैन फ्रेम अ गुड एंड अ वंडरफुल स्टोरी, राइट. सो द टॉपिक इज द विंड एंड द सन. तो ये हमारी स्टोरी का टॉपिक है. जल्दी से इसको पढ़ना शुरू करते हैं और देखते हैं कि कैसे हम बहुत इजीली इन स्टोरीज को फ्रेम कर सकते हैं, राइट. द विंड एंड द सन वर हैविंग एन आर्ग्यूमेंट. दे बोथ वर वेरी प्राउड एंड नीदर वुड गिव इन टू द अदर. I am stronger than you, boasted the wind. I can blow down huge trees and carry them away. No, I am stronger than you, replied the sun. I can make clouds disappear in summer. That's nothing, said the wind meanly. When I am angry, I can destroy houses. I am stronger than that, the sun went on. When I am thirsty, I can drink up a whole lake in a very short time. While they were arguing, a man came into sight. He was wearing a warm winter coat. They argued that the one who could get the man to take off his coat was the stronger. The wind puffed and roared until the man's coat flapped about him, fearing that it would be blown off. He wrapped it around himself tightly. Then it was the sun's turn to try. Puffing out his cheeks, he beamed brightly. The man took out his handkerchief and wiped his forehead. The wind tried again, but the man pulled the coat tighter around him. So the sun shone more and more brightly and became hotter and hotter. At last, the man was so hot that he took off his coat. See, said the sun, persuasion is stronger than force, right? Next, we again have a story as an example. Let's read this also so that we can get a clear thought about how to frame a story, right? Three animal friends. So, this is the story about the three animal friends. Let's read this. One day, three friends, a lion, a donkey, and a fox, went out for hunting. Together, they had a successful day. The lion and the fox both caught a lot of prey. The donkey did not manage to find much food. At the end of the day, they put all their food in one huge pile. That was fun. Now we will share our food, said the lion. You divide it fairly, he told the donkey. The donkey could count better than the lion or the fox. The donkey carefully counted the food and made three smaller piles, all with the same amount of food. He stood back and smiled, happy with his work. He knew that the three piles were exactly the same. He thought that he was being fair. But the lion took one look at the piles and roared at the donkey. He was very angry. Who got the most food? It was I. So why did you make the piles even? Then he turned to the fox and said, now you divide the food again. The fox made three piles too. This time, the piles were not all the same. The fox gave the biggest pile to the lion. Then he took a bigger of the other two piles himself and gave the smaller one to the donkey. Very good, said the lion. Who taught you such good manners? The donkey did, of course, replied the clever fox. He made a big mistake and I learned from it. We can learn from others' mistakes, right? So, as you all saw, how we have framed the story very clearly and in a very interesting manner, right? So, now as we move ahead, we have some topics for you also so that you can use them and make a story of your own, and you can improve your skills for writing a story, right? So that was all about the chapter. I hope you all are clear with the things that I discussed in this. So that was all from my side. Thank you so much and do have a great day ahead.